Let's get to the other segments of this makeup tutorial. If you've seen the first part, which is the skin prep, let's do the skin work now. Hi guys, welcome. My name is Ifeanyi Okoro. Starting off with my foundation. So my model is a very dark skin model. I'm using this foundation from L'Oreal in the shades C10 and C12. So I'm just using this foundation on our skin. You know, for you to be able to match your foundation with your client's skin, you should forget that the face is lighter than the body. So you should make sure you match your foundation with the body and not just the face. If you watch closely, you see that the face was lighter than the body. Then I made sure I matched the face with the body to perfect my skin. Moving on, I'm using blush. I did not do contour because I did not have a foundation shade that was darker than the foundation shade I used for our I used blush on our cheekbones and our nose. Right about now, I am highlighting our skin with concealer. I'm using concealers from Avo Cosmetics. So I'm using that Avo Cosmetic concealer in shade A90 or A70 thereabouts. So I just use that on our cupid's bow area, our chin, underneath our eyes and our forehead. Now to brighten the under eyes, that's the highlighted area, I used Too Faced Born This Way in the shade Chestnut to give that bright under eye illusion. Not too bright. If you watch closely, you see that the concealer I'm using right now is not too bright and it's not too much. So I'm just applying that. I'm just patting that in the areas I want it to be. Next up, set the highlighted areas in place. I'm using this setting powder from Melanin Cosmetics in the shade Nutmeg. I just showed you how the setting powder is supposed to be on the sponge. Then I dusted out and I placed it on the highlighted areas where my model is looking up. So for you to avoid harsh line, crease lines underneath the eyes, you have to like dust out, then make sure that place there's no line there so that you'll be able to blend out. And I went in severally to make sure that place is neatly blended. Moving on, I'm just going to use that setting powder all over the highlighted areas I did. That is the cupid's bow area, the chin, the bridge of our nose, and our forehead. You know, just to make sure everywhere I highlighted is well set with my setting powder. You could use any other setting powder, but for this one, I'm using Mirac setting powder in the shade Nutmeg. You can see that our skin is already coming together. Then to put my setting powder in place, I'm using this powder from Melanin Cosmetics in the shade Dark. Yes, Melanin Cosmetics in the shade Dark to put my setting powder in place. So I'm just applying this where I highlighted. So you can see that's the Melanin powder in the shade Dark. Moving on to set all over the face, I'm using this MAC powder in the shade Dark Deepest. MAC powder in the shade Dark Deepest to set all over the face. So that's what I am doing. For your powder application, you have to press the powder into the skin. Press the powder into the skin so that it's going to soak out the oily parts on the skin. Now to contour and bronze our skin, I'm using this my eyeshadow palette from Meet the Browns Annie's Touch Beauty. Annie's Touch Meets the Browns to, you know, contour and bronze that skin. So I'm contouring the cheekbones, our forehead, and I'm just making sure that I retain a skin shade. You can see that our skin is already giving 100% right now. So you have to like work within the skin range so that you're not going to like outdo what you're supposed to do. So I'm still contouring with that shade now, and I'm making sure I'm pressing that powder into the skin. For blush, I'm going to use Mirac blush and highlighter sculpt palette. So I'm just applying the blush on our cheekbones. That's the higher part of our cheekbones. You can see what I am doing right now. So this is what I am doing. I did that for the other side of our face as well. So you just go in gradually with your blush. You don't need to like apply too much because this blush is very pigmented. So I did the cheekbones and a nose. You can see as I'm just sweeping this on the nose, I'm not using too much, and I'm going in gradually so that it's going to come out so pretty. You can see the skin already. Skin is skinning. So to contour my nose, I just went in with my powder. No, not powder, I still went in with that contour. Sorry, that eyeshadow palette to contour the nose. So I'm just going in to sweep around the nose and making sure I give that snatch nose effects with that eyeshadow palette from Meet the Browns. I love the eyeshadow palette so much because it could do many things. Now we are moving to baking, and I'm baking with the mirror setting powder in the shade Nutmeg, and this is how I bake my makeup. And this is it. If you watched till this point, thank you very much for watching. My name is Ifeanyi Okoro. I have an eyeshadow tutorial of this look that I'm going to post next. So if you want to watch how I achieved this eyeshadow that is here, stick around. After this video, I'm going to upload that next. So I just already did the lips. I don't know, people say I have a signature lips now, and this is what I do for our lips, because after doing this kind of eyes, I just need to do something very simple. So I'm lining my lips with Edgar and Esther brow pomade in the shade darkest shade. I'm going to leave it in the description box below when I remember. Then for the middle part of our lips and for my main color, I'm just using this lip stain from iMagic lip palette. This is what I'm using to. I should have left it like this though, but I went on to like blend the top part, and that was it for lips. So I'm just like blending, sweeping both parts together. For lips, I did brows. I have very detailed brow tutorial on my channel. If you've not seen it, kindly check my channel for a brow tutorial. It's there. It's very detailed and updated. So I'm just like doing a brows right now. I'm lining with Edgar and Esther brow pomade in the shade. How would I forget? The darkest shade, sha. And I'm using pencil. Then I went to highlight. I blended out with my brush. So I'm just using this to highlight and blend out. And this is it basically. Next up, I used mascara on our lashes. And this is the final look. So if you watched till this point, please do not forget to like, comment, subscribe to my channel if you have not. My name is Ifeanyi Okoro. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye guys.